All right. All right. Okay, you guys can hear me. Good deal. Good deal. How's everybody doing today? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Get that a bit brighter over there. Hey, thank you guys for hopping on in. Really appreciate it. I know this is a random live stream, so a lot of people are probably going to be hopping on in, which is fine. I wasn't really expecting a whole lot of people to make it. But how are you guys doing today? Let me see if I can mess with the lights a little bit more, make it more creepier in here because that already looks a lot better. Okay. Okay, that light's already on. All right, I think we're good to go. Doing good, good shit. Good to hear that, man. This is UI. Heyo, hey Antonis, how are you guys doing today? Thank you again for joining. So I thought we would go ahead and talk about some creepy stuff. So if you have any paranormal stories, if you have anything that you guys experienced lately, or maybe you want to talk about horror films, I saw a post earlier that apparently, what's his name? The guy who directed the new It movies, Andy Muschietti, I got it. He posted, I guess, a behind-the-scenes photo, which was pretty exciting. Kind of made me want to go live, actually, to talk about it a little bit, but I saw a post, and it was on his Instagram, and it's basically the sheriff's office, or the sheriff's door, and it is, I think the name on it is Clint Bowers, which I don't know a whole lot about Clint Bowers. I guess I'm assuming Clint Bowers is probably the grandfather of Henry Bowers, if I had to guess. I know it's a prequel to the It movies. I have experienced many paranormal stuff. Yeah, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And this is a place to talk about them, too. I mean, I love hearing different stories and what people have gone through. I really got to cut back on the coffee. I don't know what it is today, but coffee has really not been friendly with me. Maybe it's because I'm drinking too much of it. That's probably what it is. I'm probably drinking too much of it. I'm going to stick to the water for the moment. We have 4 viewers right now. Only 2 people are chatting with me. Who else is watching right now? Please make yourself known, especially if you're somebody who doesn't normally watch my channel. Or at least if you do normally watch my channel but never had a conversation with me, please have a conversation with me. Lets me know who's all in my audience. I try to get to know as many people as I possibly can. And by the way, if you hear any background noise, the next door neighbors are working on that house, the one I told you actually I experienced a doppelganger at. Yeah, it was bought out and they're working on it right now, trying to repair it. So they're banging and sawing and doing a lot of work back there. You finally saw Renfield on video on demand. Nice, man. Nice. My first experience was when I was very young and I saw a tall man wearing black clothes. I was in my grandparents' house. So some random individual with black clothes was just automatically appeared in your grandparents' house. No rhyme or reason or explanation why it just happened. That's pretty creepy. And actually, that kind of reminds me of one of the first experiences the Perrin family went through when they went to the Conjuring house. Apparently, Andrea Perrin walked into the house and saw a man standing in the dining room, like an older gentleman, and he was just standing there, kind of just looking at the people moving stuff in. And she said hello, good evening, and stuff. And normally what a polite person would do is just say, "Oh, good evening," and they walked by. And she asked her mom in the kitchen, "Who's that man in the dining room?" And she said, "What man? There's no one here but us." And they went into the dining room, and lo and behold, there was nobody there. Have you seen Renfield yet? I have not seen Renfield yet. I have heard whispers, and someone said my name in Spanish. That's pretty intense. Someone saying your name in Spanish. You thought it was a great movie? Well, that's good. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I thought Nicolas Cage looked like a lot of fun in Renfield. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. I'll probably do a reaction to it at some point in the future. I just got done doing reactions to Smile and The Wailing, which The Wailing is actually a foreign film. It's from Korea. So I was pretty excited to get that reaction done. Give me 1 second, guys. I just remembered something. Sometimes you forget small things like this. There we go. It was too big. Sorry. All right. Getting back to the live stream, live chat. Sorry about that. Just wanted to fix that really quick. It probably made the video buffer a little bit. But yeah, I've heard whispers. I mean, the other day I actually heard someone scratching at the attic door, and that door is off limits. No one can get up there, so there was no reason why anything should have been scratching at that door, but something was scratching at it on the inside. Freaked me out. I have seen a shadow person outside of my window. It was creepy. It moved fast. I see a lot of shadow people out of the corner of my eyes a lot of the times. You know, sometimes you can maybe make out something. Maybe it was just like a curtain or something along those lines. I definitely remember when we were at my grandma's place. We were living in my grandma's house at the time, and we would see legitimately full cloaked people run through the house. Made no noise or nothing. Like you didn't hear the floorboards creak or anything, but you saw these like black cloaked beings just running throughout the entire house. It was one of the creepiest things. I experienced them. My mother experienced them. Brianna, my sister, experienced them. We just could not explain what was going on. Hello, I started watching you again and began Sam and Colby reactions. They are amazing. Aw, thank you so much, Carolina. I appreciate that. I really do. I seriously. Seriously, I'm glad you enjoy the reactions. I haven't been like doing a shit ton of reactions for the paranormal investigations as of lately. I've been trying to catch up on my movie reactions. I used to do a lot of movie reactions back in the day, so I again just got done doing The Wailing and Smile. Plan on doing more movie reactions here soon. I really need to focus on getting some movie reactions kicked out as early access and as exclusive content for Patreon and members, of course. So, trying to focus on that, but I will be getting back to the paranormal investigations. I've been really wanting to get back to them, and I even thought about doing the show A Haunting reactions over on Patreon and members. I was debating it. I don't know if you guys would be cool with that or not, but they are very creepy episodes of very unsettling. It's a very unsettling TV show, and I thought it would be fun. I have seen a ghost of a cat twice that I had. That's pretty cool. I actually find that shit to be kind of neat. And by the way, if you're hopping on into the live stream, hit that like button. Gives me an idea of how many people are watching. I see 3 likes right now, so I'm just going to assume 3 people at the most are watching this live stream. But if you slay that like button, slay it, then that would give me a better idea, because sometimes YouTube isn't very accurate. I have seen A Haunting. It's very creepy. I love that show. I think it's fantastic. Probably mostly fake. I mean, who knows? Some of these stories might actually be real and legitimate. But clearly a show just meant to kind of creep you out, which it does effectively. It is some of the creepiest shit you'll watch. There's one episode of A Haunting, and I remember the episode so clearly because it was a family who lived out on a farmhouse, and they had a bunch of horses, and this woman loved her horses. Unfortunately, something was antagonizing the horses so much and actually causing them to go ill that they actually had to put one of the horses down. But one of the moments in the episode was when the woman was in her house with a bunch of her friends, you know, having a get together. They were all just chatting it up in the dining room, and they had a walkie-talkie or like a monitor that was connected to the barn where they kept the horses. And all of a sudden, they started hearing a whistle, like a man whistling inside the barn, and the horses were going off. They were going crazy. They could hear it all. They could hear this whistling of a man, and they all walked out there with flashlights, and there was nobody out there. Nobody on the property at all, but some guy was whistling in that barn and making those horses freak out. Pretty intense stuff. Yeah, they use actors to reenact the moments. I've seen behind the scenes of said show. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know exactly what the show's about. I know exactly what they're doing. Obviously, they are not. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't think those were that was actual footage of people going through haunting experiences. These were obviously stories that were told by the people who experienced these hauntings and letting the show kind of recreate everything they went through. And for the most part, it did an effective job. I remember I went to Half Price Books, actually, and I got the DVD set of, the first 12 seasons. I actually didn't know this, but they still make the show. The show is still going today. I didn't know that. I thought the show ended a long while back. But yeah, that was probably one of the creepier episodes for me. Or there was like an episode of at like a bar, like this late night bar, and there was like a creepy story of a guy who shot himself in his office, and yeah, he was seen throughout the place too. There's a lot of good episodes of A Haunting. Honestly, I could probably like if they wanted to, they could probably reach out to me, and I could probably do my own episode of A Haunting because I've gone through a lot of paranormal experiences. In my old house, we heard footsteps going up and down the stairs in the basement, and the basement door opened and closed. Yep, yep, yep. That you know, Ooh, I was actually watching Insidious Chapter 2 the other day. I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen Insidious Chapter 2, but I remember I was watching Insidious Chapter 2 the other day, and actually what you just described there was one of the moments that happened in the actual movie. Very unsettling and very creepy. Very creepy. The basement doors. Basements are always kind of eerie, and we've had very odd experiences with our basement. Our basement was indefinitely, like, definitely haunted. I know one time, and there was no explanation for why this happened. All I could tell you is it was 100% paranormal. It was 100%. I have no question in my mind. Literally impossible how this was happening in front of me. But I was standing downstairs. It was actually Christmas Eve when this happened. It was Christmas Eve. I was standing downstairs on Christmas Eve, standing next to the Christmas tree, and all of a sudden, I felt something hit the floor underneath me. Right? Something hit the floor, and what's below that floor is the basement. So whoever was banging on the floor was in the basement, and I felt like someone was taking a broom and banging the top of the floor, the underneath the floor. And so every time I stepped, it would bang underneath my feet, like it knew exactly where I was walking. It knew exactly where I was walking, where my foot would step, and everything. Until I literally walked to the basement door. I looked down the basement window. I never went down there. I turned back around and I started walking back upstairs because I was too freaked out. I didn't want to stay downstairs anymore. My house in Texas was haunted. I know a murder suicide that was committed there in 1995. Yeah, that. I have seen orbs too with my own eyes. I tried to debunk it but could not. Yeah, that's something. That's something. When you see it with your own eyes, it's not easy to debunk. You would think so, but it's not like catching something on camera where you feel like you could go back over there. But when you see it in front of your eyes, it's pretty next level. Hey, Mike, how you doing? And by the way, thank you so much for joining, Michael. Too. I see you both have hopped on in. How are you guys doing this morning? Really, it's actually 7 in the morning for me. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the movie reactions. I know it's a pain in the ass. I know it's a pain in the ass that you guys cannot watch the movies along with me anymore. I'm not showing the movies in the full uncut reactions. Keep that in mind. I'm not showing the movies in the full uncut reactions. They're still, going to be the movie in the movie reaction for YouTube. But when it comes to the full uncut ones, I can't show the movies anymore, the full length movies, because I can be copyright striked and removed from YouTube or Vimeo, which would be a very big disaster. So I'm just going to avoid that at all costs. So I'm hoping that if you guys can, just if you have streaming services, if you have DVDs or Blu-rays, you can have a copy of the movie ready to go of whatever I react to so you guys can watch it alongside me. It's going to be more of a reaction watch along than it will be just a legitimate, just normal reaction. And it's just going to be like, you have to get your own copy of that movie to watch along with me. I know it's a pain. I know it is. But there's good reasons why I cannot just keep showing the movie anymore. Moved into the house in 2000. I was scared, but I stayed until 2018. I'm living in Vermont. Ooh. Hey, Big Dad Eye, how are you doing this afternoon? Morning. Gosh, dang it, sorry. How you doing this morning? I'm used to going live during the afternoon. Hope you're having a phenomenal morning, man. Thank you for understanding, Michael. I appreciate that, man. He says, Jordan, no worries about the movies. That's what DVDs are for and streaming services. Absolutely. It's like, I really hope people don't rely on me anymore to kind of bring you guys the full uncut movies. I'm really hoping that you can just get your own copy of the film, watch it along with me, and it should be about the same. Church is doing good. Thank you for asking. I was on vacation in Savannah, Georgia, and went to the Sorrel Weed House. Got a picture of a face in the chimney and heard people talking upstairs. Thought it was a group, but no one was there. You know, you guys can actually go to my Discord and share a lot of the paranormal pictures you guys have taken over the years on the Discord. We actually have a segment called like Tell Us Your Ghost Stories and stuff. So if you guys want to actually share your ghost stories over there, by all means, please do so. Absolutely. Also, we would leave the TV on Animal Planet for our dogs when we would come. I do the same exact thing. I do that today, actually. I'd leave the TV on for the dog all the time. Back in the TV would be on ESPN. Our computer would also come on. My dad worked second shift and heard someone say hello. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When he came from home one night, he heard someone say hello. Damn. When you hear, I hear voices a lot. Not like I'm not losing my mind. I like it happens not all the time, but it happens very occasionally where you'll hear somebody talk, right? I'm in my house sometimes by myself, and all of a sudden you'll hear someone say, Jordan, out of nowhere. And I'd get up, go out the room, and start looking who said my name. And guess what? No one said my name. Even people when they're home would actually. One of the craziest times I think when I heard a voice was actually when my mom heard the same exact thing at the same exact time. She heard someone say, "Mommy," out loud. We both heard it. Someone say, "Mommy," and we asked everybody, did you just say mom? And they were like, "No." And it's like, we just heard a little girl say, "Mommy." Yeah. Do you think people fake Bigfoot sightings more often than ghost sightings? Probably. I mean, I wouldn't say probably as much. Ghost sightings are just easier to fake. Bigfoot sightings, you'd have to like go out get a costume. It's more expensive. But ghost stuff, you can easily fake with like string and shit. But yeah, I would say probably less of Bigfoot. Things are faked. It's kind of more interesting when they are caught because sometimes people don't even waste their time doing that kind of shit. Most of the time, it's all ghosts. If you had to ask me. Hey, John Christian Production, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. By the way, guys, if you have not, hit that like button on this live stream. Let me know that you're watching by giving it a big old thumbs up and showing your support in the easiest way you can. If you are a YouTube past 2025 and get more subscribers and patron members, will Michael come back? You guys made an awesome team. I would love Michael to come back, but we would have to get a lot of members and patrons. We would have to get a lot because I would literally, the only way he would want to be able to do YouTube is if he could, come on full time. So basically, I'm always trying to push for people to really try to go the extra mile, support me for like $1.99 a month because I think at the end of the day, if a lot of people start becoming channel members, it's going to add up. More people are going to hop on and over on the bandwagon. And right now, we keep going up and down on members and patrons for understandable reasons. I can never criticize or like be pissed off at people who want to leave and don't want to stay after a month. I get it. I really do. I'm not like dropping content every single day of every week or every month. So I get it. But mainly what you should understand that Patreon and memberships are not necessarily only there for extra content, but they're also there to make sure that channels continue doing what they do. So like if you love a channel as much as you do, and let's say you, like for example, let's give one of the more popular YouTubers, PewDiePie for example, it's technically just to help them keep doing what they're doing with their lives, so you guys can have that kind of content continue to come out. So that's what I always try to say is that if you want to see this channel continue after 2025, like you really want to see it continue after 2025, and you really want to just go ahead and support us, definitely go down below, click that join button, and become a channel member. It's so easy to do, and it means a lot at the end of the day. You have 92 subscribers. Hell yeah, man. Well, gotta go have fun talking, Jordan. All right, Decidui. Have a great afternoon, day. Are you still accepting birthday presents? What is your address, Jordan? My P.O. Box information is down below, so if you want to send me anything, all of my information is down below. Yeah, we still have until July 2nd. That is the deadline for the live stream. But yeah, no, I would love to have Michael come back on full time, but it's just gonna take more than just it. YouTube is not an easy process, I have to say. It can be a dragging process. It can be you just gotta try to keep going for what you're doing. Try to push through. Try to get that audience that will help you out in a lot of the ways. Like you guys, I have people helping me out every single day on this channel, which is amazing. People join me like every week, and it's just cool. But I'm trying to like really push it. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I wouldn't be doing I wouldn't be reacting to the paranormal investigations if I didn't. If I had no interest in talking about it, I wouldn't talk about it. Like I love ghosts. I love anything like that could be creepy. Like, here, my channel is basically just in general, mostly just me being me. I love the paranormal. I love cryptids. I love horror films. I love anime. I love a bunch of stuff, and I'm kind of just trying to put it all into one channel basically is what my goal is for this channel in general. Karina, how are you doing? Oh my god, Jordan. Hi. Oh my god. OMG. OMG. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you again. Hey, thank you for joining, Karina. I'm glad to see you again. How are you doing this morning? I almost said afternoon again. How are you doing this morning? I believe in them all. I believe in them all, man. I believe in angels, demons, ghosts. I believe in spirits. I believe in all of that stuff. Trust me, I believe in it all. I really do. I believe Ouija boards can do evil. I believe people can raise things and conjure things. Yep, I believe in it all. I saw a demon. That's why I believe in demons. I mean, I believed in them before. More of kind of just my personal beliefs. As I'm a Christian. I believe in God and Jesus, and I believe in the devil. I believe in good and evil. I believe that we all have the option to choose whether we want to be evil or good in this life, and I believe in all that stuff. Oh, you're great. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing great. I'm glad you're having a solid morning too. Yeah. Hell yeah. No one expected me to go live today, by the way. You are a sensitive guy. I'm shocked you don't have a girlfriend. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's you're not the first one to say that to me either. Yeah. I probably could. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I guess I'm just not like, and oh god. I guess I'm just not ready for one just yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I wouldn't mind one. I'm not saying that, but. By the way, if you are asking why I wear like such big clothes, I don't know. I feel comfortable in them. I'm literally like someone who could fit into a medium, and I'm wearing 3XL just because I feel comfortable. In case anybody's wondering. Everything's good when you have coffee and a great live stream to watch. Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, get some of that coffee. I was drinking a cup, but then I started feeling a little upset, so I just decided not to. Who would win in a fight between Freddy and the Cenobites? I actually would think that the Cenobites would probably win. Freddy is like he's powerful in the dream realm, but these beings are kind of from straight from hell, right? I mean, I feel like their authority would be a little bit more beyond Freddy Krueger's. Like all he can do is just terrorize people in their dreams, but the Cenobites can do more than that. I would say. I do the same thing with my clothes. I'm a small, but I always wear a large sweatshirt or jacket. Yeah, it just feels more comfortable. Like to have the bagginess, I don't like skin tight clothes. I think they're uncomfortable as all hell. Jordan, I've been married to my husband, Brad, for 15 years. You will know when you are ready to settle down. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Oh, buddy, Big Dad I see that you are a channel member. My apologies. My apologies. I've been making all of the channel members moderators. So if you want to be a moderator to the channel, just become a channel member, and you guys will be automatically turned into a moderator. Baggy clothes are the best. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree. I'm not really a fan, again, of tight clothing. I think they're just uncomfortable. Yes, it is. It's getting extremely warm. Right now, it's kind of muggy. And after this live stream, I'll be turning on that air conditioner and shooting cold air throughout this entire room. Yeah, it's getting very muggy these past few nights. Fuel the van. I should start calling Patreon and membership that stuff. Fuel the van. That's what it kind of is. John Kramer, how are you doing, man? Love the name. I just realized John Kramer, isn't that the guy from Saw? I swear. I could be wrong. Yeah, John Kramer. Hell you have, man. Hell fucking yeah. How are you today, sir? Love that. What about this crossover of Freddy because he's a child killer versus the Children of the Corn? I'd still vote. I'd root for. Want to play a game? I would still root for Freddy Krueger probably than over the Children of the Corn. It's not bad. It's not a bad idea, but I definitely think Freddy would probably beat them. Wednesday, it will be 82 degrees in Vermont. No lie, dude. I believe you. I believe you. Here, I think it's going to be 70s throughout this week. But yes, I want to play a game, John Kramer. Absolutely, man. Speaking of which, I still need to get through most of the Saw movies. I've only seen 1 and 2. Haven't seen anything past 1 and 2. I own the collection on Blu-ray, but I just have not gotten to it yet. I know I'm very much slacking in that regard. Know what I'm saying? Will there ever be a Michael Myers Jason fight like Freddy versus Jason? I mean, on YouTube, I know there's a couple fan films. I don't know necessarily. I don't know necessarily if they're ever gonna do that. And personally, I don't ever want to see a movie. I don't. I just don't because for one, I think it's gonna cause a lot of drama and negativity more than anything. People are going to be pissed off. We're going to have Jason fans losing it and Michael Myers fans losing it if one of them doesn't win, or they're going to do that cop-out ending where none of them wins, and then it's just going to be a waste of time. People want to see people want to see an answer. Who's going to win, Jason or Michael? I would still say Jason would win, but I know a lot of people would be pissed off if Michael won or Michael did not win. So, I mean, I don't want to see it though. I don't think everything needs a shared universe for one. I'd rather just get a Friday the 13th movie. I'd be so upset if Friday the 13th was coming out and then all of a sudden we get a Michael Myers tease at the end of the teaser trailer. They're going to bring Michael Myers into the Friday the 13th realm, and I'd just be like, what the fuck? I just want to watch a good Jason killing camp counselor movie. Hey, what up, Chompaz? How are you doing? Seen any good ghost hunting videos lately? The last one I watched was that Twin Paranormal video. I've been trying to catch up a lot on my movie reactions on Patreon and members. So I watched Smile and I did a movie reaction for The Wailing yesterday. One time, me and my young cousins were taking a picture of the wooden window cover. Broke all of us up. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. Wow. We took a picture and it just broke. Will there be a sequel to Cocaine Bear? Loved that movie. It was so dope. I get what you did there. I don't know if there will be. I haven't seen Cocaine Bear yet myself, but I'm assuming the movie's probably made a lot of money because that title in itself was too freaking funny. So yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be more about, more to it. Quick question, because we know you like watching movies and stuff, but do you also like reading books like Stephen King or any other author and genre? It depends on the book. If it's a giant 2,000 page book, I get a little overwhelmed. I have several Stephen King books in the back room in storage. I actually was gonna read them someday, but haven't really gotten into it. I kind of get bored. I kind of get bored reading books. I think they kind of put me to sleep too fast. But I do love reading short stories like the scary stories Tell in the Dark. I love reading Goosebumps. I've done that kind of stuff. But yeah, Stephen King is probably my favorite author. I read one book in school from Stephen King. It was the only book that they could get, and it was Cujo, which was by no means a child-friendly book, but still, I read it. Reading books, I can't do so. Gotta do audiobooks. Yep, I can understand that. Can you name all of my Jigsaw apprentices? I cannot. I cannot. And the only reason why I can't is because I haven't seen any movie past part 2. Is it true that if you break a mirror, you'll have 7 years bad luck? Supposedly, yeah. Supposedly, that seems to be the story behind it. Or if you see like a murder of crows, then that's also bad luck too. I'm kind of superstitious. I'm not like crazy superstitious, but I'm a little superstitious on certain things. I believe in karma. I believe if you do something bad's gonna happen to you. And I know that for a fact that really exists because I've experienced it. Not myself, but I've experienced people actually go through it. Harleek, hey, thank you for joining. And if you guys are hopping on in, do me a solid favor. Slay that like button really quick. Do me a solid. I know we have 29 views so far. There's been 29 views on this video and 9 likes. Do me a solid, guys. Man, seeing shadows and no one's with you, I would be just, God, please help me. I've been in that situation. What's up, John? What's up? He said, guess what? And by the way, again, thank you for joining, Harley. Glad to see that you made it to the live stream. Let's see. I'm not the real John Kramer. Oh, shit. It kind of depends on the author. Stephen King is a great author, but he gets too focused on descriptions of history and places and stuff, and that really puts me to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, like in the first Stephen King's It book, he spends like 2 pages of talking about Georgie going down to the basement. Like 2 or 3 pages of that. And it's a lot, man. He takes his time for sure. What is your favorite old school horror movie? I love Psycho and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. My favorite old school horror films. Well, you're going back to the 70s, so that's pretty good. Of course, the original Halloween. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are fantastic movies. I'm a big fan of the 80s. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space, The Return of the Living Dead. Love the original Dawn of the Dead. So, I mean, I got several of those, like, really good classics. If I really wanted to get, like, kind of really older, like maybe the 60s, I would say Night of the Living Dead. I don't really like It, the book. The It book is I can't really give too much of an opinion on the It actual novel because I have not read it all the way through. Maybe if I read it all the way through, I'd be, like, blown away, but I've only read probably through it, like, the first, like, chapter, maybe the second chapter, but it's I don't think it's really an unpopular opinion because, you know, there's a lot of things in the It book that really show that he was doing drugs at the time. I mean, it's quite obvious he was. A lot of things make no sense, and why he did it was just like, but yeah. Smash that like button for more live streams. There you go. But you love the Green Mile, hell yeah. Hey, Ace from the Hood, miss me? Absolutely. I miss everybody in my audience when I don't talk to them. I miss them all, man. Miss you guys. You like horror anime? I need to do some reactions to more horror anime. I can't really recall when the last time I reacted to or watched a horror anime. Right now, I'm actually doing reactions for Demon Slayer. So if you guys like Demon Slayer and you want to watch those reactions, they should be coming out every, I want to say Friday or Saturday up on members and Patreon. So if you're a member or patron to the channel, then you guys will be able to see those reactions to Demon Slayer for the time being. I might actually post them on YouTube at some point, but the full uncut reactions are on members and Patreon right now. I try my best to get one of your to get on one of your live streams. Well, I'm glad you made it to one. I'm glad you made it. You know, sometimes I go live at random, so you just kind of you either miss me or you catch me. It's just one of those things. Umai from the 60s, The Innocents. Innocents is a great movie. Yeah, that one's a good one. I actually do love The Innocents. Yep, I've seen that one. That's a creepy little movie, by the way. It's a little bit of a slow burn, but when the paranormal shit kicks in, it's unsettling. The House on Haunted Hill is another classic. I love that movie. Yeah, The House on Haunted Hill. You can't really go wrong with that one. It's me, Jordan. It's me, Jordan. It was me all along. Oh, okay. So you were John Kramer a second ago. Nice, man. Nice. That was good. Pretty good. Did I watch Stranger Things? I've seen Stranger Things season 1. I don't have no pleasure in telling you guys this because I know a lot of you guys are probably like diehard Stranger Things fans. I got I got burnt out on season 2. Like 2 episodes into season 2, I got burnt out. And it's not me trying not to finish it because I know a lot of people want me to go ahead and finish that series. But I just after like 2 to 3 episodes of season 2, I just said, okay, I think I'm taking a break on Stranger Things, and that was probably about a year ago, and I have not gotten back to it since. I know, it's not necessarily something I like to do myself, but when it comes to like shows and stuff, if I get burnt out on it, I will stop watching it, and I try not to be that person because I do want to get some reactions kicked out and stuff, and I know a lot of people want to see, they pay monthly to see reactions, but if I'm forcing myself to watch something, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm in the opposite side of the world and it's time for me to go to sleep. Understandable. Hey, if you have to go to bed, I completely get it. Yeah, season 2 was hard to get through. Okay, so I'm not the only one who kind of thinks that way too. If you could direct your zombie movie, what kind would you make? I'd probably go back to the original Romero stuff. I'd probably make something probably along the lines of maybe a mix between the original Dawn of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead. I'd want to make something like that. Left Riverdale this way. So yeah, I binged through Riverdale season 1 and 2. I actually liked it for what it was, but then I got burnt out on it. I have yet to like finish The Last of Us. I have like 2 more episodes of The Last of Us, and then I'm done with season 1 of The Last of Us. I got to go ahead and finish that. That one I was not burnt out on, but I had a lot of other stuff to get kicked out. Season 3 is the best. Night of the Creeps is dope, dog. Love it. Yep. I like that movie too. It's pretty good. What is your favorite series, by the way? My favorite series of all time? It's an anime. But if I had to give you my favorite series off the top of my head, one I keep going back to, probably Naruto. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I don't really separate them. I like to put them together because it's basically one giant show. It's just there's a giant time skip between the two, and that's basically what it is. But Naruto is probably my favorite show of all time. I grew up with Naruto, watched it when he was a kid. I grew up and I watched Naruto Shippuden when I was a teenager, and I watched the rest of that show. Boruto, not so much. Boruto, of course, is kind of like the underwhelming part of the series where you're going to have to get to it at some point, but you're just going to be like, all right, all right. I mean, it's getting better. Don't get me wrong. It's picking up in a decent way. But compared to the original Naruto, it's just underwhelming as all belief. It's unfortunate, too, because you really could have done something amazing with a sequel series to Naruto. But it is what it is. But right now, I'm probably, I love Naruto. It's probably my favorite. But I gotta be honest. One Piece, the anime, is fucking phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, it's too long. All of the episodes are like 20 minutes long. It's not that long. I mean, seriously, I binged like 5 seasons during the summertime. It's not horrible, and it's very entertaining. The filler, not necessary, but there's some really good filler in there. But the overall story, I think, is powerful. Has a lot of comparisons to real life, which is pretty impressive. So I'm really loving One Piece right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say One Piece for at the moment because I really do love One Piece. It's really kind of fucking awesome. What about you guys? What's your favorite series? Hi, all. Good morning, everyone from California. It's 4:58 a.m. here. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. for me right now. How are you doing, Stephanie, by the way? Thank you so much for joining. Glad you could make it to the live stream. And we do this occasionally where we'll just, make these live streams, talk about life, movies, scary situations we've been in. Have you seen Blood Feast from 1963? Herschel Gordon Lewis showed gore before it went mainstream. Check it out. Movie sucks, but the special effects are dope from 1963. All right, I'll have to see about that. I got so many movies to react to, guys. I got so many movies to react to. A lot of movies that were sent to me. A lot of movies that are on streaming right now. I got to check out at some point. I've been trying to get through them. Got, again, another one of the foreign films I wanted to watch out of the way, so hopefully I'll get my editor to edit that. And by the way, guys, I mean this with my full, wholehearted heart. Help me pay this editor by supporting me on Patreon or become a channel member by clicking the join button down below. You'll see a join button. If you really want to help me out, help me by becoming a channel member or a patron, because I really want to pay this editor to get more of this content kicked out. I might even get like Demon Slayer, all these movie reactions I'm filming out to you guys weeks after, so I can just pay him, get as much as I can kicked out. It's not cheap to hire an editor. Currently, I would edit my own videos. I used to do it in the beginning, but since I have nerve damage in my arms, it's making it more difficult to sit down for hours on end and actually edit a video. So right now we have about probably 70, 60 supporters altogether. So if we can get more members and stuff, people who have the extra cash on them, if we can get them to support this channel, I mean, seriously, the more the merrier. Click that join button. That's basically all I really push for anymore, is just trying to get, like, hit a big goal with all the members and stuff. I really mean it, because I mean, if we keep losing people, because we've been losing people, and understandably so. We've been losing some people who, you know, used to support me through thick and thin, but understandably so, they just don't want to do it no more, and we're kind of falling short, hopefully, you know, before 2025, which we have time before then, but it's going to come quicker than you think. And if we don't hit that goal by 2025, I'm probably going to have to step down from YouTube, and it's kind of one of those situations to where let's see how far I can make it before then. So if you know anybody, if you have anybody that you're related to who might want to do that or help me out, then I highly recommend, please just maybe send them my way. Say, hey, this guy's really cool. You know, he does paranormal investigation reactions, he does movie reactions and stuff, but he needs more backing him because he doesn't make a lot out of ad revenue, which is unfortunate. Most of my money comes from, you know, the support you guys give me and basically the donations. That's mostly where my money comes from at the moment. The Meg 2 trailer is out now. Yep, I did a reaction to it. Let's see here. Do you own Black Christmas 1974? I do own Black Christmas. Yep, I got it for Christmas, actually. No, yeah, Christmas, actually. Just a little sleepy, understandable. Hey, Shane, how are you doing, man? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Glad you can make it. And again, if you're hopping on in, guys, please leave a comment. Hi, Michael, doing all right? Just sleepy? Makes sense. Eddie Tucker, hey, how you doing? Why won't you watch 1408? It's about a guy who rates haunted places and runs into room 1408. Yes, that was a Stephen King movie, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I got to get to that one at some point. I think it's on maybe HBO Max. That wouldn't be a bad one to actually check out here soon. I just did, again, a reaction to The Wailing and Smile, so those reactions are up on Patreon. If you guys become patrons or members, and you go and watch any of the recent movie reactions, you guys need your own copies of the movies. I'm going to start doing it that way, because I do not want to risk any more copyright strikes or claims or anything like that. So just make sure you have your own copy of the movie, play it at the same exact time I do, and it's pretty much the same exact fucking thing. Let's just be honest. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm just not providing the movie anymore. It's the same thing, just me reacting to a movie. You just got to have your own copy of it. If you have streaming services or like Vudu or anything like that, your own DVD or Blu-ray collection, hell, maybe even a VHS would work, right? So, like, yeah, just have your own copy, and it works same way. Yep, I'd be glad to pay you to watch it. Well, I appreciate that, but, you know, you don't have to pay me to watch it, you know, watch that one only. Again, if you guys just want to see this channel continue, help me pay the editor by, you know, sorry to hear you lose people, man, but I'm still here if that accounts for something. Hope it gets better. No, oh, dude, no, your guys' support always means the world to me. Trust me. It's just, if I have anybody in my audience, like anybody at all, so like if someone new hops on in and they're unaware that I have a Patreon and membership program to help, you know, be able to pay for editors and anything that can help back the channel, I'm always going to say so. It's there as an option for you guys. And all that money that you guys are lending the channel every month, it's going to go to editors, it's going to go to equipment we need for the channel. So at some point, new headset, new stuff like that, anything that can just help make reactions a lot easier for me to film and give it to you guys gift wrapped. So that's kind of the whole point of the members and Patreon stuff. But I appreciate you, Stoner J, and I appreciate you, Eddie. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for considering it. And if any of you want to become members, go down to the join button below. You guys can become members. You guys get access to like exclusive emojis you can use on these live streams. You can become a moderator for the channel. So yeah. And at some point, I will be doing more like member only live streams, which will be only for members. So at some point you'll see some of those coming out. Come on, guys. Jordan needs cat food for church. Yeah, cat food for the cat. That's right. And I always recommend too, just do the $1.99 membership program or do the $5 one. $5 you get actually like full uncut movie reactions and stuff. So I know a lot of people like to go for that one. But if you just want to support, just to support, always go the cheapest one. Because I know you guys, it's easier for you to stick around longer if you guys aren't paying that much. And that one is like literally $2 or $1 a month. So it's not horrible. I think even on Patreon, you guys can have the option to pay for a full year's worth if you wanted to. So, and someone just got done doing that for the $10 tier, actually. So, yeah. All the options are there. And we lose people, man. It's okay. We lose people. It's going to happen. I mean, it is a YouTube channel. I can't deliver on everything all the time because there's a lot I react to. You got to, take into consideration I react to all of the big paranormal channels on YouTube. Overnight, Twin Paranormal, Sam and Colby. Hell, sometimes I do other channels like Selena Spooky Boo and Josh Exploring with Josh. I do reactions to Nuke's Top 5, serial killer files, sometimes music reactions, and stuff like that. How do I find your Patreon? I don't see it. If you go... I wonder, is it? It should be in the description of the video. If you go down below, you'll see a support me on Patreon, and there's a link underneath that. You'll see it. Support me on Patreon, or I can just go ahead and give you guys the link if you guys want me to. That works too. The more the merrier, I always say. Here, let me go ahead and link you guys up really quick. I'll just do that. It's probably easier. There's the link to Patreon. Are you going to drop another music reaction? I love those. I would love to do more of those, but I've been so focused on the movie reactions and the paranormal reactions and stuff. So at some point, probably. I noticed a lot of people actually going back and watching a lot of those serial killer files videos. That was crazy to me. A lot of people were hitting the like button on those things, and I was completely unaware of it because it was so long since I've done them. But I figured since at the time no one was liking those videos, I would just give it a break. But now people are going back and liking those videos, and I'm like, damn, I should go ahead and react to more of those. And I've been trying to get more of those kicked out. Later, Michael. Speaking of overnight, they came out with new video at the Whaley House. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit nervous on reacting to overnight right now, especially after that last warning I got with the whole copyright strike because of some of the music in their videos. I'm a little bit nervous on reacting to their content at the moment because they're using some copyright infringed music that they got permission for. I don't have permission for it, so I wouldn't know if it's going to be copyright strikeable or not. So I'm kind of nervous on reacting to their content at the moment. So I might give it a break on the overnight stuff for at least a little bit. I hope you guys can understand, but I really do not need to risk copyright strikes. I would love to, but unfortunately they're using music that they can obviously use for their channel. That's obvious, but like I shouldn't risk that. Right. I'm glad you understand this. I really wanted to. I was actually really getting back into overnight, and then that happened, and it really killed the mood. Here, let me go ahead and turn that down a little bit. A little bit too bright. Know what I'm saying? $40 views so far. Not too bad. Not too bad for a morning live stream. First time, I think this is the first time I've gone live in the morning in like forever. I don't normally do morning live streams. Normally I'm probably passed out by now. Passed out or editing smaller videos. Hey, thank you for hopping on in. I see some more people hopping on in. Glad to see you guys making it. I just spilled water, driblets of water all over me. That's nice. Guys, what are your favorite paranormal shows, by the way? I'm just curious. Like, how many people in this audience, besides YouTubers, by the way, we're not going to count YouTubers, like actual shows, like paranormal-esque shows. So, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, a haunting, doesn't matter if it has anything to do with the paranormal. What is your favorite? Danny Phantom, I guess, could be counted as one. Did my live chat freeze up? Sorry, nobody's commenting. Make sure it didn't freeze up on me. That would suck if it did. It isn't good deal. Good deal. All right. You used to watch Ghost Adventures? Nice. Nice. Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Paranormal Caught on Video, Nuke's Top 5. Yep, Nuke's Top 5. Personally like Paranormal Investigations on YouTube way more than the series. I agree with that. That's why I was saying let's not count those, because I know automatically people are going to go straight to like Sam and Colby, Twin Paranormal, Overnight. Yeah, I had a feeling, yeah. I used to watch Ghost Adventures. I used to watch Ghost Adventures all the time, but then I started kind of feeling like they started delving more into the studio bot owned kind of TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's add a few sound effects. Let's add a few shadow people walking in the background kind of feel. Can't remember the name of it, but there were these brothers in Tennessee. I think they would build different ghost traps every show. Loved it. That's very interesting. Kind of sounds neat, honestly. Yeah, a lot of people were actually asking me to check out that one YouTube channel. The guy who has that, like, abandoned town. That abandoned town. Sam and Colby went there one time to look for treasure and stuff. Yeah. I thought about it. I thought about checking out his channel. I actually like that guy. He seemed like a pretty cool dude, so... The other thing is that some series are just not available in my country or the translated voiceover, and it annoys me so much. That is understandable. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I was actually, here's the thing, and I know it's going to piss off a lot of people, but I was almost wanting to watch Demon Slayer in dubbed. I know that might annoy a lot of people and piss a lot of people off, but I'd almost rather watch it dubbed because at least I don't have to keep looking down at the subtitles. Sometimes I don't mind it, but I know some people will get pissed off at me because I keep looking down at the subtitles and they think I'm missing the actual anime and what's going on, but I'm not. But people get pissed off at me because they'll see my eyes go down towards the subtitles, and I just feel like it's easier to avoid that if it's just dubbed because I can just listen. But yeah. Bye all, got to get ready. Bye y'all, got to get ready for work and take care. All right, Stephanie. Well, I'm glad you made it into the live stream, and I hope you have a great day at work. The other thing is that some series are just not available in my country. Making sure I cut up a lot of my comments. Sorry about that. What are your thoughts on the Tank trailer? I think I remember that trailer. Yeah, very interesting and kind of creepy, but a little bit unsettling. Akira, how are you? Akira00 lover, how are you doing? Hi, I'm from Brazil, and I really like your videos and reactions. I hope your channel keeps growing more every day. Well, thank you so much for that. That's a very sweet thing to say, and I'm glad you could make it to the live stream. By the way, I love the name. Akira. Have you ever seen the movie Akira? It's a fantastic film. But love the name. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Seriously, thank you for your support. Thank you guys for your support. If you're new around here and you've never had a conversation with me before, please have a conversation. I'm a really nice guy. I know. Sometimes I overly critique other YouTube channels, and if you want to critique mine, that's okay too. I get it. I'm a reactor. I don't pretend to be, anything crazy, but I just give you guys my honesty. That's about all I can do as somebody who just watches shows and watches things on YouTube and whatnot. But if you're new around here and you've been watching me for a while, please leave a comment. Let me get to know you a little bit. I really do appreciate that. That was very sweet of you. I love seeing new people hopping on into these live streams, like just getting more introductions. I think we're at almost like 17,500 subscribers right now. Yep. We're like 4 away from that, 17,500. And then we're going to hit 18,000. Then we're going to hit 19,000. Then we're going to hit 20,000. Then we're going to hit... My biggest goal right now is 100,000 subscribers. If we can hit 100,000 subscribers, I feel like everything I've set out to do on YouTube would be accomplished. It'd be accomplished. That would be my goal. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, because there's dubbing with the original voices, not heatable, and then there's literally a translator speaking over the original. We're probably not talking about the same thing. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. We probably were not talking about the same thing. Sorry guys, if I'm yawning, it's 8 in the morning. Hearable. No, you're good. I'm getting ready to go to work in an hour and a half. I got plenty of time. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're sticking around, man. I'm glad you're spending the time talking to me. What did you guys think of that Meg trailer, by the way? Hey, what's your most anticipated film of the year? My most anticipated film of the year is in theaters right now, and that was Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise is my most anticipated, and the Mario Bros. Movie, which is also in theaters right now. So both of my movies are in theaters at the moment. But I gotta say, I'm pretty anticipated for Five Nights at Freddy's. And apparently there was a leaked trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's. I have not went and looked it up. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till the actual trailer drops and then do a reaction on the channel. But yeah. Damn, dude. Sorry. What about you guys? What are your most anticipated movies of the year? They also leaked the trailer for Wonka early. I don't know how much stuff is getting leaked lately. A lot of stuff, it sounds like, is getting leaked. Good golly, that is not good if they're getting leaked that easily. And it sucks, too, because, someone who wants to react to the trailer and stuff, it's kind of like, damn. I'm not going to watch it until it's like the quality that the studio, and I also don't want to just go ahead and react to it. I'd rather wait until it is out officially than to just like react to somebody's leaked footage. I'm looking forward to it though, because I'm a pretty big fan of Matthew Lillard, and I know he's going to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's film. Poor Things is definitely my most anticipated. I'm a big Yorgos Lanthimos. If I mispronounce that, I apologize, Stephen Moore. But that's cool, man. I'm happy to hear that. That's a film I actually didn't even hear of, so that's the first time I'm hearing about that one. I got to go to school. Loved the live stream though. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, Harlick, and I hope you have a good day at school. I really appreciate that. Have a solid one. Fuck yeah, team. Oh, and by the way, I found out I can't make any more emojis until we hit more channel members. We can't make any more. So the more members that join us, the more I can make custom emojis for these live streams. So if you guys like the custom emojis, definitely consider on joining, because apparently I can't make any more until we get more channel members. Bums me out, but there's literally nothing I can do until we get more channel members. So let's blow up. Let's get over 100 channel members. Just randomly. Just do it. for $1.99 a month. Woo! I wonder how many. If I actually like said, I don't know, give away a T-shirt, right? I don't know. Wonder how many channel members we can gain. Ugh. Sup, Deep? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for making it to the live stream. Glad to see it. More new people, new faces are hopping on it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. How are you doing this morning? Sorry. Or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Maybe night, right? By the way, if you're also new to my live streams, what videos did you start out with that got you into my channel? Out of curiosity, was it the live streams? Was it the Sam McColby reactions? Was it the movie reactions? What got you into the channel? The reactions to Sam McColby, Overnight Josh, and Twin Paranormal? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Okay, that answered my question. I'm glad you're loving the reactions, man. I gotta take a break on Overnight, especially after that last incident, but Twin Paranormal and Sam McColby, for me it was Sam McColby, yeah. You know, it's pretty crazy. I critique their channel a lot, you know, the humor and stuff, but at the end of the day, I hope you guys understand I still love them as content creators. I still do. So please don't crucify me. I know sometimes it's tempting where you're like, this guy. But hey, at the end of the day, I do love and I admire their content. So I hope you guys can understand. I know some people really want to get at me with it. I got in by your reactions to Sam McColby, The Conjuring House. Oh wow, so you've been here for a while then. Nice. Sam and Colby, I stopped watching their vids and just started watching your reactions. Oh my god, don't let them know that. I don't want them coming at me. You're stealing our everyday fans, man. What are you doing? I'm sorry. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. I'm hoping that's kind of the vibe. I'm hoping that's what people kind of take away from my channel, is that at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. It's not gonna... I'm hoping it doesn't, hurt anybody's feelings. I know some people will really get annoyed, and that's fine. You have the right to. But I'm not, trying to come at them. If they do something stupid, I say they do something stupid. But if they don't, then I obviously love on them. So, yeah, it's like, damn. I know some people want to kill me for it. It's okay. I get it. Have you seen the series Penny Dreadful? I take Frankenstein and his children, Satan, Witch's Possession, Dorian Gray, Dracula and his creations, the Wolfman, plus a whole lot of more, and blend it up. Well, I mean, you sold me on that right there. But I have not seen it, Eddie. I have not. Nah, bro, I totally get your opinion and understand how you cringe their old videos. We're seeing how much they have improved. Good gosh. Yeah, they have improved a lot. I will say that. They're kind of like me. They have improved a lot. If you really want to see cringe, go back to my first videos. If you want to see cringe, go back to my first videos. You will not cringe harder. I'll tell you that right now. I like their humor, but sometimes it's too much even for me, so I understand that. I think at the end of the day, people can see where I'm coming from, and that's big on me. That's big. I'm an alien now for you. Oh, did you become the fucking? Let me go over to Patreon really quick. Damn, dude, you did not have to go that far for me. I appreciate it though, man. Yeah, you became a maniac from another world. I appreciate you, buddy. I really do, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And by the way, if you go to my more recent movie reactions, leave a comment and let me know if you can access that video. Apparently my Vimeo has been giving people a lot of shit for some reason, and I'm trying to figure it out. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, bud. Been here since The Crow. Subscribe. Fuck damn. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep, Stoner J, you've been here since The Crow. Yep, I remember that. Never have watched their videos. Nothing personal. I'm just not a Sam and Colby fan. Nobody takes that personally. I mean, I get it. They're not. Look, they're almost to 10 million subscribers, but even then, they're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. It is what it is. You can't win them all. Even when you have 10 million subs, you still can't win them all. I don't even hate their humor. And I have been watching Sam McColby from when Sam uploaded some ritual videos on his own channel. I work night audit at a hotel and just got home. Oh, nice. Well, welcome home. Yeah, one of their videos, the more recent videos, actually, I was like, this is like the pinnacle of their humor going a bit too far. But it wasn't even them. It was actually their guests they brought on. I won't say the names. I've already given them enough shit for it. but it was their guests that they brought on, and I was like, oh, this is bad. This is like no break. Are you going to do a visit at a haunted location? I would love to. I'd love to, but we got to hit our goals first, guys. We got to hit our goals first. I got to have good equipment. I know what you're going to say. You don't need good equipment to do paranormal investigations. And at the end of the day, I personally would like good equipment to do paranormal investigations. So basically, if we start hitting our main goals on YouTube or Patreon, or you just either or, whether you guys want to become a member for $1.99 a month over here on YouTube by clicking that join button. It was going to be $1, but YouTube would not let me have the option for $1. Or you become a patron. Stick around, by the way. Please don't become a patron and leave the next month. Trust me, I do my best to try to get as much content as I can kicked out over there, but sometimes I struggle. But if we hit our goals, like if we start like fucking going at it and actually getting a lot of people to join these things, then I feel like, yeah, I could probably start talking more about how I can start doing paranormal investigations, cryptid hunts. I want to do filming locations. I would love to go to the original filming locations of Friday the 13th someday and film there. So there's a lot I would love to do for the channel, but yeah, you mentioned the names. Carl and Foolish were too much, and Sam and Colby, no hate towards them or their fans, but there were moments I was getting tired of it. Yeah, it was just a bit much, in my opinion, too. When I saw Elton use a headphone and like mic 2 head sound better, it made it a lot better. Absolutely, you want good, you want better equipment. You don't want shit equipment. You don't want to go in there recording with your phone, of all things. You want good cameras. You want good paranormal investigation equipment. You want all that stuff. You maybe want a friend to be there with you, so you might want to pay for them to stay the night with you. There's a lot of things that the money will go towards if we can hit our goals. So if you guys are those people, maybe you know mom and dad, you say, hey, do me a solid, support this guy for $1.99 a month. I love him. Do that, right? Don't steal their credit card. I don't want them to come at me saying, you know, you encourage them to steal the credit card, but hell, steal their credit card. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. The first video I saw on JCARTS was the Texas trip video. Damn, dude. Yeah, you see, there's a good example. The Texas trip video, though, I was actually kind of happy about it. I was also disappointed about it, too, because I really felt like if we had a good camera, we wouldn't have got all those audio malfunctions and stuff. We had a shit camera. It was unfortunate. We took a week, guys, and it was an expensive trip, by the way. A very expensive trip. We took a full week, went to Texas, went to the gas station from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had a blast. We filmed the entire thing. And I feel like if we had better equipment, it would have been better. Yeah. Bro, I love Overnight more now because Corey is in it. Call me base. No, you're good, man. I get it. Corey's one of my personal favorite investigators too online. I personally get it. If Sam and Colby had Corey on their team, I would probably love their content even more. I'll just say that. Corey, I think, adds a lot to the videos. Let's see. I did enjoy the video, but more as a comedy show rather than paranormal video. And that's kind of, the one way, if you look at it that way, it might be actually very enjoyable, right? But I was looking for a, I just did $10. Yeah, I saw that, Eddie. I saw that you went to $10 a month tier. That was pretty big, man. That was pretty big. I gotta say, you went the extra mile. I was kind of blown away. I always recommend doing like the $5 or $1 specifically because I know paying $10 a month or so can be a little bit stressful. So I get that, but there's no shame in going lower. I mean, it's more about how many people we get. It's not about how much every person does. It's about how many people we can get to jump aboard our paranormal investigation bus. It was the subject matter. Gotcha. Corey matured a lot, too. Yeah, he has. He's always been a little mature, though, compared to those guys, if I had to be honest, even back then. I'd love to see him on Sam and Colby now. Earlier, he was a bit too panicky and paranoid about everything. I get that. Yeah, they wanted to leave ASAP. They used to do that shit a lot when in their older videos. They would be like, one thing would go wrong or something would happen, and they would want to run out of the building. And they used to do that shit all the time. Yeah, I want to go to like famous locations. Same. I would love to go to famous locations. Getting a major craving for chicken tacos for breakfast? Fuck yeah, man. That sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Go get yourself some chicken tacos, man. I had a smoothie this morning. A banana and strawberry smoothie. I can't watch Sam and Colby. It takes them a minute to investigate Investigate the sound. That's the thing, man. I don't know how I'm going to do in my first paranormal investigation. I had an incident when I was a child, and it still chills me to the core. When I go there at night, me and my friend were sitting in front of a house, and we were talking. In front of us was a narrow alley. And in front of us was a narrow alley. I'm assuming there's more to that. I'll wait for it. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, slay that like button if you're hopping on in here. I forgot to say that. I'm not a fan of Sam and Colby because they go to Japan and wimp out. There was nothing scary that happened. Are you talking about the Japanese suicide force? The whole incident with Japanese suicide force? We both saw a dark creature with red eyes, and he got shocked and couldn't move. But I ran and came back to him, and I still had to shake him to wake up. Oh, that's freaking crazy. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I always say the Japanese suicide force, is just not a good place to film. It's just not. I wouldn't go there to film. I really wouldn't. I've said this before. I would go on the walking trail, but I would never go past that. It'd be pointless to, because I don't want to see a dead body for one, and I don't want to disrespect somebody who, unfortunately had to take their own life because they could not handle the pressure of life. I wouldn't want to do that for whatever reason they had. I wouldn't want to do that to them. And by the way, it always looks bad. It just looks bad when I see a content creator go into the Japanese suicide forest and then they try to make an excuse on why they want to see a dead body. It just never makes them look good. It makes them look kind of just not sick. I wouldn't say sick, but I wouldn't say it makes you look normal either when you're trying to make an excuse on why you want to see a dead body in person, like someone who horrifyingly and tragically killed themselves. It's just... Yeah, he just came back from the dorm in my college. Oh, nice. Farika, Def, thank you so much for joining. Glad to see you made it. Hell yeah, some more people, new faces are hopping on into the live stream. I really appreciate that, guys. Let's get the 30 likes. That'd be awesome if we got the 30 likes. That'd be awesome if we got the 50 likes. That'd be awesome if we got the 100 likes. It might not happen, but, it'd be kind of awesome. Yeah, bro, if you're going to record the forest, mind as well just say, look, I'm investigating the forest. I'm not into dead bodies. I'm not going to be looking for anybody's dead bodies, no. Like, blur it out. I wouldn't even blur it out, man. I wouldn't want to do that to myself. I just wouldn't want to do that to myself. To just go in there to see a dead body, the body of somebody who just could not handle life anymore. And I wouldn't want to do that to myself. I think that would mentally wreck me a little bit. Going out and trying to find ghosts and Bigfoot and cryptids are one thing, but to actually go and try to see a lifeless body, nah, I can't do that to myself. Can you read my recent chat and tell me your opinion? Let's see here. I don't know if that was paranormal, but the fact we both saw the same thing makes me think it was not my imagination. More than likely not. No, you probably did see something. And this thing... Clearly, it affected you because you had to wake your friend up to run. Yeah, I'd say you probably saw something, yeah. Sam and Colby seem to get too scared in their videos, then that others turn off. Those things scare you for life, dead bodies. Yeah, seeing a dead body would not. It's not as easy or as fun. I remember watching that Sam and Colby video, man. And, there's a worse video out there if you go to Logan Paul's channel. I mean, you can probably still watch it online. The whole Logan Paul suicide forest incident, but the Sam and Colby one, well, it wasn't even Sam and Colby, it was pretty much Elton, Colby, and a couple of other guys who went out to the suicide forest. And Elton was really pushing for them to go look for a dead body. He was really pushing for it. His creator mind knocked on in, and said, "Hey, we got to do this." It felt like he was doing it for the views. We need a crazy video. We need to get a lot of views. And let's just go ahead and try to find a dead body. We'll blur it out if it's like really close, but let's go ahead and get a dead body. There was no real other purpose or reason on why they were out there. And now if they were have said that we went out to the suicide forest and we saw a dead body, we didn't film it, there's no video, but we did it. We went out there and it scared us, traumatized us. It would have been one thing, but they actually took a camera out there and were intentionally looking for the corpse of somebody. And they found one, apparently. So, yeah, it's just not a good place to film. Is that makes sense, right? It's just not a good place to film. It makes you look selfish. It makes you look odd. In all honesty, the only person I could tell, like everybody else in that video, just did not want to be there. Colby did not want to be doing what they were doing. He was pushing for them to leave. I felt bad because he kind of felt like the innocent child that got brought along. He was like, Elton, was that one? And Elton's like, yes, Colby, yes, it was. And it was just annoying how Elton was coming off. I just, yeah, no, I would have been. And then Elton was saying, why did we continue when it was clearly him pushing everybody to continue? It was just dumb. It was just stupid. If I had to be honest, blunt and honestly stupid. It was fucking ridiculously stupid. And I could not get behind it. I can't. I just can't. It's most of these not paranormal. It's most of these suicide force videos I can't get behind. Is it kind of me, or I want Sam and Colby with Twin Paranormal because Sam and Colby won't get serious if they do collab and ruin stuff? I mean, I could see them doing better. I mean, let's be fairly honest. Twin Paranormal is not all that serious all the time either. But when the paranormal investigations start, they're kind of different people. But when it's with other people, they're kind of still being silly because they're hanging out with people. I get it. But I wouldn't mind seeing a collaboration between Sam and Colby and Twin Paranormal. I mean, the only way you can find out if it's going to work or not is if it happens and it actually works out. Then I'll be like, oh, okay. Then, yeah, let's go ahead and get more of that stuff. But when I've seen their collaboration with Foolish and Carl Jacobs, I was not into it. I wasn't into it. I would actually prefer to see a Twin Paranormal collaboration than I would a couple of gamers or Twitch streamers, if I had to be blunt and honest about that situation too. Elton and Corey with Twin Paranormal was so great. Yeah, I thought they did a good collaboration. Elton and Corey and the Overnight channel did a collaboration with Twin Paranormal, and it actually worked out pretty okay. I grew up in the town that dreaded sundown. Seriously, I did $10 cause that. I still got to see the remake. That's cool that you grew up in the town that dreaded sundown. That's pretty cool. I like the actual town in real life. Sam and Colby were great with Destination Fear. They did pretty good. I thought Destination Fear was actually pretty entertaining. Elton has double-edged sword. I love his riskiness to get content, but also negative to be like that. Yeah, I think it's negative when he brings other people who clearly don't want to be doing it into the picture. He's only doing it because he wants to get good reactions. He wants to make really entertaining content. And he's pushing people to do things that you normally wouldn't want to see. They wouldn't normally do. So, yeah. It's something that kind of rubs me the wrong way when I see people trying to push their friends into situations like that. I have not seen Evil Dead Rise yet. I want to see Evil Dead Rise. I've only heard good things about it. That's what my heart said. Heart said. Well, I really appreciate it. I mean, when anybody becomes a channel member or a patron of my channel, like full-heartedly, I really appreciate it because you're going to be one of the reasons why my channel continues after 2025. Seriously, you guys will be like literally, if we hit our goals, the reasons why my channel is still here after 2025. The more people who hop on in and come and become supporters, you guys are like the backbone of my channel. So, I mean, I really appreciate that. Once you're filming with Elton, you gotta set the standard, or you're not going to this or that. Yeah, I think that's very important too. It's like if I'm gonna film with you, you better not bring no fucking Dybbuk box. You better not bring no Ouija board. You better not bring no shit, and try to conjure something up for evidence. I'm not gonna be a part of it. I do not want to be a part of it. I'm not gonna have something following me home because of you. Yeah, you make it known. He was doing that shit all the time, man. He was bringing in like random Dybbuk boxes and without his crew even knowing, and then making it dangerous for them. It's like catching evidence. Yeah, it's important, but like, fuck, dude, you're putting people's lives on the line. And when you die, who knows what you could see there, right? I mean, you could be stirring shit up for the afterlife too. When you die, who knows, right? I mean, that's kind of the fun part about the unknown. We just don't know everything. Fachi Cinema, how you doing, man? How are you doing this morning? I'm not gonna lie, it was disappointing to me because maybe I had high expectations, and in my opinion, the previous Evil Dead movie was better. Ooh. Well, to be fair, I mean, again, I haven't seen Evil Dead Rise, so I can't really tell you much. But to be fair, Evil Dead 2013, in my personal opinion, is probably the best Evil Dead movie in general at the moment. So I wasn't really thinking it was going to beat that one, but if it does, for me, then I'm going to be, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I don't know if Elton would respect those boundaries. He was blatantly disrespectful towards those boundaries in the past. He kind of was, wasn't he? Yeah, I don't think he would be. I think he would just kind of do it because content. Also, at the end of the investigation, you gotta say you can't follow me home. I say so many videos that don't say. I see so many videos that don't. Yeah, say that. Yep. If they normally forget, if they have a psychic medium like Amanda's there or something, Amanda normally makes it known. You can't follow us. She normally does it. Cool, which is cool. I think Selena Spooky Boo has done it several times. You can't follow me home. And the only times when Sam and Colby would do it, when someone reminds them, hey, we should probably say this so no one follows us home. But sometimes they ask for things to follow them. Maybe they don't say it on camera. We never know. Maybe they don't. You're right. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're off camera. Very big possibility. By the way, I'm sorry I keep doing this. My allergies have been kicking my ass lately, dude. It's that time of the year for me, where allergies are like my number one enemy. Sam and Comey does more to have spirit follows them than overnight. Oh yeah, by far. Sam and Colby, yeah, they do a lot of questionable shit. Like when Sam sat in the middle of that pentagram in the basement and pretty much said, come at me. I would go to the forest not to see dead peep bodies, but to see the spirits that apparently make them do it. Well, the thing about the suicide forest is it's not necessarily all everything revolves around the spirits out there. It was more the suicide forest. I think got its name for being the suicide forest because that's where a lot of people would just go to off themselves off because they would just be depressed. They'd have their own personal reasons why they would do it. I'm sure the place is haunted. I have no question about that. But I wouldn't say that all of them are probably being influenced by spirits to kill themselves. By the way, can you tell us about your paranormal interaction in your room? My paranormal interactions in my room. I mean, I've had several encounters in this room. Not too long ago, someone was clawing at the attic door. No joke. I was sitting right here, and someone just started scratching at the attic door, and I was sitting right here looking at the door, and I'm like, damn, that is freaking unsettling. Because there's no one up there. It's plasticed off. I mean, you can't get in there. My desk is in front of it, so no one's up there, and that was pretty unsettling for me. My dad has seen somebody sitting in this room before. He was walking down past the room down the hallway, and he said he saw an old man sitting at the end of the bed. Yeah, I really wanted to go to the forest here in my country because there was a rumor about a group of students going missing without a trace. That is unsettling. That is so disturbing. It is. I was pretty unnerved when I heard the scratching. Have you seen the movie The Forest? I have not. What spooky stuff are we talking about? At the moment, we're talking about the Suicide Forest. I feel like my dorm is haunted. I always feel like someone's watching me in the corner. My roommate also feels like the same thing, and we've seen stuff, weird like shadows, orbs. It might be. It might be. I'm pretty sure when my friend was going to college, and by the way, guys, if you have not, so go subscribe to my friend, Spice Rack. She reads books, by the way. She actually likes reading books, and she has her own Patreon and stuff going on, too. I've kind of tried to encourage her to get YouTube started and go back into it, and I feel like the more people I send her way, the will influence her to try to get more content kicked out as soon as possible. So if you guys haven't, go subscribe to her channel. She was talking about how she was, kind of creeped out by her college dorm at one point, a long time ago. Bro, burn it down. What'd he say? Oh yeah, your dorm, yeah. It was said that someone found a camera with the figures and faces, but they were disturbing. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. Actually, me and her were playing Red Dead Redemption 2 last night. That was fun. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a pretty good game. She shot me. I had my back turned and she shot me because I had a bounty. She turned my body in and got the bounty. I was literally worth $1.15. So, yeah. Their channels like CJ Falson, his evidence weekly is very questionable because it's so good. Yeah, I think when a channel gets too much evidence, it's kind of questionable because it's I've seen other people go to these locations and they would never get that kind of evidence ever. So why is it you guys are getting this evidence? It's crazy. My friend's saying that I am haunted, but that's because most of my family is somehow connected to the paranormal, but we haven't talked about it until I started getting serious about the paranormal. I wish, but I'm lucky next year I will graduate college and get out of here. Well, I'm glad that you went to college, I'm trying to do YouTube. I'm trying to do YouTube as a profession. Um, and I gotta say, 2 years of doing this now, I feel like I've kicked it off pretty decently okay. I've done decently well, but I've chose to do something like YouTube to try to build my life up, and it could go either way at this point. Sometimes I wish I went to college. I'm only like 26 years old. I'm not even that old. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably go back to college. I could probably go to college if I wanted to. But I really wanted to see how far I can make it on YouTube. It was a risky thing, and I decided to take it. So we'll see. I still have like about a year and a half left. So maybe I'll kick it off. Who knows? Again, support me. Become channel members or whatever you guys want. So, yeah. Watch Jasko video. His evidence is really good, but they are very questionable. Hey, what's up? Athel? Is your name Athel? If I mispronounce that, by the way, buddy, punch me in the face. It's okay. How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Glad to see you made it, man. A lot of new faces are hopping on into these live streams today. It's pretty impressive, and I'm pretty thankful for it. Honestly, college isn't needed more, but knowing people in the world. Right. Like, I had several situations when someone was clearly in the room with me. I saw a figure beside my bed one time, and I felt touched on my hand, breath on my cheeks, and stuff. Like on his video, Wiggly, their door slamming, it's pulling strings in the ground. Yeah, when it comes to door slamming and stuff, it's not hard to fake at all. It just ain't. And I'm actually kind of glad. I was actually watching a video the other day on Eddie VR's channel, and I'm very happy to know that I'm not the only fucking person who has been pointing out how fake some of this shit is that people have been posting on TikTok and stuff. These fake-ass haunted house videos, these really dumb videos that are getting like over hundreds of thousands of views. People are buying into it a lot, which is, that's the point. People are buying into it so they can get famous. I'm glad I'm not the only person who's actually starting to be like, yep, that's probably fake. I was doing it the other day, man. I'm watching some Nuke's Top 5 videos, and I'm like, that's probably fake. That's probably fake. Hey, Kelsey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Hey, Jordan, I was binge watching your videos last night and came back for more. Well, damn. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A lot of new people hopping on in, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on into the live stream. Glad you can make it. And by the way, if you have not, hit that like button. We're trying to get up to at least 30 likes. It means a lot. You're a real one. That's what I like about your channel. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I try to be as honest as I can, even knowing it's backfired on me several times, which is fine. But my glasses broke. That's why I keep moving them. My glasses broke right here. So, yeah. But I appreciate that. I'm always trying to be as honest as I can. I know it pisses off some people, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you're not into that, if you're not into me being as honest as I can in certain situations, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to lie about something. So, thank God my country banned TikTok. Yeah, it would probably be better if it, like, in a sense, disappeared altogether. Or at least, certain content was just banned, but it's not like I'll lose any sleep over not having TikTok. I got YouTube, I got my community, I got something going on here, so I'm very thankful for that. Jason, hey, how are you doing, man? Thank you for making it into the live stream, and I hope you're having a good morning, man. The old Evil Dead movies made me cringe because the characters are making a bad decision possible. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely, but I think they're kind of intentionally dumb. In a sense, the original Evil Dead movies, I love the original Evil Dead. I like Evil Dead 2, and I genuinely like Army of Darkness. It's not one of my favorites. It's like my least favorite Evil Dead film. But the first Evil Dead movie, man, is one of the best movies to watch on VHS. Classic VHSs. It's so fucking... I love it, man. I really do. But yeah, I get it. They're not for everybody. Glad to see more people hopping on in, man. Fuck yeah, man. I personally appreciate your honesty because you just speak your mind and you're actually open to other possibilities about... Yeah, it's not like I don't shut my... Some people will actually give me good explanations, actually good reasonings on why they think the way they do. And I'm like, oh, that's actually a good way to look at it. And I try to open up to all possibilities, and I'm very open-minded about, certain subjects. So I always try to be that person, but I'm always going to be honest about what I think too. So it's just kind of one of those things, if you want to be honest about me, if you want to give me the shit that I'm saying, then you got to accept the shit I'm saying too, right? You got to accept it. I think it's important for people to at least state their opinions. It doesn't, even if it's blunt and not what you think. It's just it's important to get your own opinions out there. I love the horror part of the characters. Oh God, I hated them with a passion. I was like screaming, "Why would you do that?" I say that, dude. I was saying that about this. I watched the movie Smile the other day, and there were a lot of moments in that movie where I was like, "Why would you do that? What are you doing? What are you thinking?" There was many moments in the Smile movie that I said that. Smile was a good movie, by the way. That was a really good time, man. I actually enjoyed that one quite a bit. Very unsettling. This what made you to stare. That's what made the stereotype of white people in horror movies. Yeah, that's some crazy white people shit. Yeah, they. I hear that all the time. That's some crazy white people shit. Yeah, yeah, you're kind of right. Have you seen the Ghost Adventures episode of Ireland's Celtic Demon yet? Pretty sure Overnight did a video too. Driving out there tonight. I'm driving out there tonight. Well, that's pretty exciting, Kelsey. Damn, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. If you follow my Discord, by the way, please be sure to post pictures. Oh my god. And I'm actually, someone actually sent me, gosh dang it, my glasses broke again. But someone actually sent me a picture of them at the infamous Clown Motel. And they were wearing my logo on a shirt. They actually purchased a shirt from from the merchandise store and wore it there and took selfies. And I'm like, that is the coolest shit. So if you guys ever go to these haunted locations and stuff, and you have the extra money on you, get yourself a shirt or something and wear it there and take a selfie. That'd be dope. I have to wait for my payday this week so I can order a copy of Smile so I can watch your reaction. Well, I'm thank you though, Jason. I appreciate you, man, because I understand. I do. I know there's a lot of people who are hating this new decision of mine, but to be frankly honest with you, it's probably a decision I should have done from the beginning, if I had to be honest, because a lot of channels can get into serious like trouble for what I've been doing, and I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, obviously. But I would rather it's a safer bet, and I'm honestly, and I've gotten 2 movie reactions kicked out. By the way, 2 movie reactions kicked out this week because I haven't had to do it the way I've been doing it. And if I can do this more often to get more movie reactions kicked out, I think it's worth it. And yes, you might have to get your own copy of the movie, but it's basically the same thing, right? All you have to do is pull up the movie, watch it, press play along with me, and watch my. It's basically the same thing. It's just I'm not providing the movie for people anymore because that could be against, it could really get me in trouble. So I'm hoping more people start doing what you're doing though, because I really think it's a lot easier. It's not a lot less riskier for me. Overnight video at Dracula's castle was so sick. People just free stuff. You need pay. Just free stuff. You need to pay for it. Yes, Jordan, you need to react to Overnight Dracula's Castle. That was insane. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. But no, I'm hoping more people are like Jason and actually will, consider on getting their own copies, or at least, go. Streaming services are up. I know streaming services suck. I never push for streaming services. I have my own collection, right? So I always push for people to just, go out and get your own copy, or there's streaming services. I'm sure you can find it somewhere and just press play along with me. It works. It works probably about the same way. Scream 6 was the last movie reaction I was gonna do when I showed, reacting to the movie with the movie. I have an app to watch it. Does the movie start right away the minute we click on your video? Don't like to be out of sync with the movie. I put a timer on the video, so you'll know exactly when it plays because the timer will kick on in. So just play the movie at the same exact time the timer starts. I have an app to watch it for free. Left Mass, I'm not allowed to spend money. Understandable. Yes, some overnights you haven't watched that are really good. Well, the reason why I haven't watched any overnight lately was because the last time I reacted to an overnight video, I got threatened with copyright strike warnings. So that is one of the reasons why I'm not watching overnight at the moment. They're using music that can be legitimately, I don't have permission to use. So I really kind of stepped back from the overnight stuff lately. Should I watch Smile? I need to watch a horror movie. I think it's a good movie. I think you should watch Smile. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. I need to go. Have a nice day. Sending love and support. Oh, thank you so much, Karina. I'll try to get some good content when I'm out there. There was an attempted sacrifice there last week. I'm debating on putting the drive off. Well, that is intense. Be safe. Above everything else, be safe. If anything starts getting a little wacky or you might feel uncomfortable, I would go ahead and just say, you know what, not worth it. There's one Exploring with Josh video that Sam and Colby at the hospital that really good. I might have seen that one. Actually, my reaction might be up on the channel, actually. But no, Jason, I think I put a timer at the exact moment I press play on the movie. So that's when you would press play on the movie. Just stay together, never split up. That's right, yeah. If you have friends, just never split up. Absolutely. And plus, hey, Jason, I know you're a Blu-ray collector. It's also a good excuse to get movies for your collection if I'm doing reactions to movies that you may not own, right? Well, I gotta get that one this week because Jordan did a reaction to it. Gotta look at the bright side and the positivity, right? Good morning. Just stopped by to drop a like heading out to work. Oh, well, thank you so much, Nin. I appreciate that. Ninzi, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Have a good day at work. I appreciate the like and I appreciate the support. Okay, Jordan, I have to go. Bye. Have a nice stream. Don't worry. I'm actually going to be ending the live stream here in a minute because we've gone for an hour and 40 minutes now, and I do got stuff to do. There are only 2 movies I sent you that the other patrons could watch for free on YouTube. That is The Swarm and The Brood. The others, no. No, I'll have to definitely... Yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing. But, and that's good that, you know, those ones are free on YouTube. But I think there are ways to get those movies too. Again, if they can find their own version of the movies, then I think that's also good. Are you going to check out some other paranormal investigation channels? At some point, yeah. Yeah, I will be. We don't have any defensive weapons from in Ireland and the location in the middle of the Dublin Mountains, but for sure I'll be careful. Yeah, definitely be careful. Don't risk anything. Your life is not worth it. I don't know. For me, it'd be like, go do it. Do the crazy shit. You know, good content. Whatever almost kills you will make good content. You're like, all right. All right. So, like, if I see, like, a cult, you know, run towards them and ask for their fucking business card, right? Hey, I've been thinking about getting... That's what I'd probably do in, like, an actual video. If I get caught by a cult or something, I'd be like, hey, I've been actually wanting to join a cult. So what would I do to join your cult, guys? And I'd just fucking go along with it or something. That'd be entertaining. No, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you guys. And then kick him in the nuts and run. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. It was really nice talking to you guys this morning. I know I normally don't go live in the mornings, but I had a blast. So I hope to check you guys out later. I really appreciate the new faces hopping on it and leaving comments and chatting along with me. I hope I'm to your guys' liking. I hope you weren't bored or anything like that. I try to be as real as I possibly can be. So until next time, guys, please keep it retro. Please take care. Have a safe investigation, by the way. I hope it goes well for you. Again, post pictures on the Discord. And I'll check you guys out later. Seriously, I've been... you got a new subscriber. Ah, Sheath Rana, thank you so much. Hell fucking yeah, man. Hell yeah, thank you for subscribing. Hell yeah. I know I'm about to end the live stream, but definitely made glad thank you for checking us out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hopefully more people start hopping on, and we're almost to 17,500. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe because we are on the verge. You're not too late. I'll talk for a few more minutes. I'll go ahead and talk for a few more minutes, guys. If you're still in here, I'll talk for a few more minutes. How are you doing, Cheyenne? Thank you for joining. How is your morning going? Hell yeah. You're almost too late, but no, you're good. You are good. What are you up to? It's 6 a.m. I'm not sure what I'm up to. Understandable. I get that. I get that. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. for me right now. Good golly. Ugh, heartburn. This has been awesome, man. I'm not joking. I've been looking at their analytics on this live stream, and they've been only going up. I don't know what you were doing that was bad and what you have changed it to. I don't know what you were doing that was bad and what you have changed it to. What you mean, man? What you mean? Oh, you talking about the movie reactions over on Patreon? Is that what you're talking about? Have a nice day, Athel. I appreciate hopping on in. Have a good afternoon, dude. What I was doing was I was pretty much reacting to movies, full, like, uncut movies, without removing the movie from the reaction. So it was just me watching the movie and you guys could watch along. So if a studio were to see that, or, you know, it has happened before, they would be like, that's not okay. So from now on, I'm actually just reacting to the movie, the full uncut movie. No pausing it or anything, just my reaction. You guys can get your own copy, watch along with me. Works like that too, kind of like a watch along. Just press play when I press play. And it's the same thing. So I feel like this is safer, if that makes any sense. Might have to go back to sleep. Understandable. Well, I'm going to go ahead then and hop on off, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Kelsey, Cheyenne, Athel, Eddie, thank you, Jason. Thank you for hopping on in. Sheath, thank you for the subscription. That means so much to me. And everybody else who hopped on into the live stream, I appreciate you guys. Definitely, again, follow me on every social media platform. Go to my Linktree link in the description. It literally has everything. Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. If you guys want to follow me on anything else, there you go. And again, if you become a patron or a member, really awesome. Thank you guys for hopping on in. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll check you guys out later. Please take care. And adios.